Hey everybody, welcome to Night Coop.
Wow.
Wow, that was solid. That was very strong.
Crisp,
if you will. It's almost as though we've said it before. What episode are we on? Like 97
like
or something?
90, I think 96. 96.
We're about to reach 100 episodes. Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely they make their way there.
Steady as it goes. Steady
as it goes.
Wins the race. You can't, here's the thing. You can't bust out 55 episodes like it's nothing. You're never going to get to 100. This is about
consistency in not being consistent.
Exactly.
This is about, it's the tortoise in the hare.
It is a tortoise in the hare.
It's a tortoise in the slow and steady wins the race.
I literally just said that.
Oh, is that what you just said?
Yeah, I just said it.
Oh. That's my bad. Look, my thoughts lately have been cloudy. I've been
Your
very
hair looks really nice.
Thank you so much. It's a wig.
This is an insane curl here. Look at that. Look at that bounce.
Thank you. Yes. Well, you know what I did?
Your hair's bouncy.
Well, you know what I did?
What?
Was I curled it, sprayed it, locked it in, then I brushed it out.
This looks insane.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
I, about 30 minutes ago, tried to put my clip-in hair extensions in my hair, but I hadn't straightened my hair yet, and it looked absolutely insane. And then I took them out, and then I ran out of time.
Oh.
To put them back in.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time on Night Coop, she will have hair extensions.
But this episode is all about summer.
Summer!
It's right around the corner. Grab your floaties. This is so interesting to me. I was thinking about this earlier. The fact that we have learned how to go to space, but we don't know how to make ourselves float in the pool without...
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either.
It doesn't make any sense. So Katy Perry can go outside of the atmosphere, and I can't float in my nearest YMCA without assistance?
No, but you're also not a multi-millionaire. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like there are probably people though. There are probably people though that are like, I know how to float in whatever. I can float in whatever. Like they have the gadgets.
If you had the opportunity to get an injection,
yeah,
so that you could float for like an hour, like you just do an injection and you get to float for an hour, would you do it?
And the injection doesn't bother me.
No.
It doesn't faze me. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'd probably do it, but I would prefer to be dropped in the ocean
and float there.
And float there because I think that's much more impressive.
It's gonna be cold.
Sure, but maybe not parts of the ocean.
Like
what about like in the Cayman Islands during the summer?
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
it's warm water and yeah, you could drop me in there.
Okay.
And then I'm in the ocean and then I'm floating with the stingrays. Ooh, I like this narrative. I'm floating with the stingrays.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yes.
The number one question that I still ask before I get in a pool is it cold?
Really?
I always ask if it's cold.
Okay, I agree with this, but the other day I was for Easter in Bakersfield with my fiance's family. That's where he's from. And his sister got a new home with a pool and everything. And when I tell you, I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask what the temperature. Right, everyone was like, I think it's cold. I go, I don't care. I'm jumping in, man. That's something.
Aren't you doing cannonballs?
I was doing cannonballs. I did a jackknife.
You could have hurt yourself.
I did flips in the pool.
You did flips.
I didn't do a flip into the pool. Yeah, and then Asher, I think he's 6 or 7, taught me how to do a backwards one because I guess I forgot how to do that. So then I'm doing a backwards one. I'm wearing the goggles. Literally, like It's
really fun.
I am playing with these children. Like I am full on, and they're like. I mean, they think that I am also a child. Like because the adults are just sitting on the edge of the pool.
Aunt Kelly
is doing cannonballs, and also his sister. I do a cannonball, and she goes. There was literally like no splash. Like it was, you're so skinny that like there was. Yeah, like she was joking, and I was like, I get it. It was a huge fucking splash. It was a huge splash. Thanks, Bex. Thanks, girl.
There was literally no splash. You're just so skinny.
And I'm like, okay, like
that's funny, actually.
Yeah. It's so funny. But I'm like,
even a ripple.
But now I'm like, I wish I could have watched myself. Like, how big of a splash did I make? Like, was it one of those things?
It must be pretty big. I mean, kids, like Like they jump in the pool and it's a big splash, but you're a grown woman.
I guess it's not that
compacting
common.
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not like I'm a diver. I'm dense, so it's like you're dropping a cement block into the pool. I mean, yeah,
You really are. You're putting a bomb in
Let
the
me-
pool. Well, that's what a cannonball is.
Let me say you this though.
No, it's not. Cannonball's not a
Cannonball's a
bomb.
cannon.
It's a cannon.
Cannonball. It's shot out of a cannon.
Cannonball.
It's a ball. It's like
It's a weight.
Yeah, it's like a
It's like a.
stone, right? Isn't it?
It's not
like
a stone.
it's metal or stone?
It's metal, I think.
Like an iron.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. You know,
what is a cannonball made out of?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here. I'll tell you what is a cannonball made out.
Talk about a dated.
Dated tool cannonball. I guess you could
What is a cannonball made out of? Historically, cannonballs were primarily made out of iron or steel, although earlier versions were sometimes made of stone. Wow, you were right. In both ways.
It's hard being this intelligent. Can I tell you that?
Yeah.
It's hard walking
Yeah.
around with a mind like this, knowing that nobody else has one. I mean, it just.
I was looking at pictures of Jim Carrey last night before I went to bed.
Sure.
When he was younger.
Of course.
And
Hot when he was
hot.
younger.
And also, like, I never thought of him as a young person.
What do you mean?
He was a young man at one point.
He was a young man at one point.
It's interesting.
So was Steve Carell.
Mm-hmm.
So was Will Ferrell.
Very strange.
Jimmy Fallon to me has always been young,
Yeah.
but it's just because of that one sketch.
Yeah.
On
yeah,
SNL
He has
with
always
the-
been young to me, too.
Yeah. Like the fact that he's no longer young, I'm like, that's not right.
No, it doesn't make any
Martin
sense.
Short, Steve Martin have always been old to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is just what happens with aging. Like it's,
Right.
it's
Right.
when
Right.
you're young, and I'm not going to explain
The aging process.
the aging process. I'm not going to do it.
You don't have to. We're here to talk about summer.
We're here to talk about summer. And
Go ahead.
the older I get, the more I understand the appreciation of summer, but I myself do not appreciate it. I get why people like it,
I get why people like it, too.
especially if they have seasonal depression. Okay, the sun comes out on my side of town, and I'm feeling deep in the shadows. You know, when the sun...
No.
Do you know the song or no?
I know the song, but I went to a different one.
You went to a different song?
I went to Friends in Low Places.
I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the oasis. Well, I got friends. There was no reason for us to know those lyrics at the age of 21. There was no reason for us to know the lyrics. But let me hit you with this. Is there anything like, okay. Is there anything like, you're 21. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're 21, summer.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're at the
Right,
dive with your gals.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Nothing
goodness.
like it.
The
A
music
vibe.
is playing.
Yeah.
You're just
I mean, there's nothing like the
drinking
dive
beer
to
like
begin with.
there's nothing like a dive, but in the summer it really is. It's really something because it's almost a safe haven from the heat.
Yeah.
And you're like, and now I get to drink. This
Yeah.
is a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm big on I think that Kelly and I both, the thing about the summer is people you think, oh, it's time to go to the beach. It's time to be by the beach. Near the beach. On the beach. On the beach once a year. I'm on the beach one time out of the year. You get one shot at it. I don't want sand in my sandwich.
You don't want sand in your sandwich?
Nope.
I will tell you this though. There have been times where I've eaten a sandwich and it had some sand in it, and I go, I don't mind the crunch. I don't mind a little bit of the crunch. You know how some people put a potato chip in their sandwich?
Yeah.
You see me, I'm sprinkling sand in my sandwich all the time. That's how I like it.
It's just crazy to me that it's all rocks and shells. Like it's
Sand?
Sand is insane.
The fact that we believe that we know zip zilch about this planet. No, anything
Wait.
about this planet.
Oh, okay.
We know zip zilch.
Yeah.
The general population knows nothing about this planet.
I bet if you did like a man on the street thing and you asked people, what do you think sand is? People don't know.
Oh, people don't know. Sand. They probably think it's just one ingredient. But you know what I mean? They probably do. Like,
there's so much history behind every portion of sand.
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. Well, because some people, like, think about it. Some sand used to be a home of... Oh my God! I watched this video the other day. This trailer, David Attenborough, King. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know who David Attenborough is.
I do not.
The monkey walked across the Serengeti.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking
David
about.
Attenborough. He does
I don't
voiceover.
watch nature documentaries, Kelly. You do.
He narrates every nature documentary.
Kelly loves nature documentaries.
I love them.
And it's not that I dislike them. I just don't go out of my way to view them.
I like watching them. I think that animals are so cool.
Can we disclose something to you? Last night, Kelly and I took a quiz on what Disney princess and what Disney villain we were.
Yes.
Kelly,
It was a BuzzFeed quiz.
what did you get?
I got Belle and the queen from Snow White, right?
No, you got Maleficent.
Did I? I didn't get Maleficent. I got the queen.
Oh,
Maleficent would have been an honor.
that would have been an honor.
No,
You
I got the queen.
from Snow White.
Yeah.
What the fuck does
I'm
that
pretty
even
sure.
mean? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I thought they got my villain wrong too. I got Mulan as my princess. That makes sense.
Belle does not make sense for me.
No, it
I
doesn't.
don't fucking read.
No, you don't. But she does know that sand is a collection of...
I know a lot of useless, not even useless. I was explaining this to someone today.
What?
We were talking about comedy, and they were like, "Thank you so much," blah blah blah. Like, you giving me advice, and I was like, I know 3 topics: comedy, dog breeds, and right now I'm learning owls.
Those aren't the only 3 topics you know.
No, but in terms of like dorkiness,
Could you imagine?
I know other things.
Could you imagine? You add one, you have to delete something else. Addition and subtraction
There's
is
just-
totally gone. It's been gone for years.
I would be so humiliated if someone pointed out a dog, said, "What breed is that?" and I didn't know.
Humiliated.
Yes, I would.
More humiliated than if somebody said, "What's 2 + 2?" and you went 5.
Well, no.
What do you want? Math or dog breeds?
What do you mean?
Pick.
Oh, I can't. Why do I have to pick? I can have both.
To. That's the game.
No. Okay. Then I pick dog breeds. I don't need math. I have a calculator. I'm all about calculator.
Honestly, a calculator is kind of fucked up
What do you mean?
because,
What do you mean?
like, you should be able to do some shit. Some shit?
I agree with you for that.
You should be able to do some shit.
I agree with you for that. Yes.
I will tell you this. My customer service today extended so far beyond what I thought it would. A woman asked me what the dimensions of a pan were that we sold, and it said 28 centimeters. And she said, "What does that mean?" And then I looked up the pan online, found all of the dimensions in centimeters, the height, width, and length.
Yeah.
Then I translated the centimeters to inches and then told her over the phone.
Why would you do that for her?
Because she needed to know what the measurements were.
Wow.
And then I don't think she came in and picked up the pan.
Really?
Yeah, I think she just wasted my fucking time.
Damn.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
very nice of you. You know what I did today? Bruce was, my fiance was playing video games. Well, first he took a nap, or was trying to take a nap, and he got up and he was playing video games. And I made him a coffee and brought him a coffee to him while he was playing video games. And I was cleaning, and I was like, "Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is this the life that you want from me? You want me to be cleaning and you play video games?" And he wasn't listening to me. He had his headphones on. He literally, I'm ranting at him. I go, oh, so this is what you want me to clean all day, and then you get on the Game Boy, not Game Boy, PS5 or whatever.
Right.
Okay, and I give you a coffee or whatever, and he has his headphones on, and he just goes, gives me one of those. Like, yeah.
The hell?
Gives me one of those.
How much would your significant other have to make a year for you to stay at home? 25 an hour.
Let me tell you something, sister. Not much. For me to stay at home and do the whatever?
Yeah.
Not really that much, because
how much?
My daytime is already that.
How much?
If they made my salary and his salary combined, then that would be, you have to make at least 110 a year, I would say. 110,000 a year for me to feel like I don't need to contribute financially.
Interesting.
Why? What would you say?
300,000.
Because you want to work.
No. Because
you want to buy a bunch of shit for the house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't want to live the same that I'm living right now.
Yeah, I'm upping it to 500,000. $2 million a year. So I can buy things like a cool fridge. Speaking of fridges,
go ahead.
How important to summer is the garage fridge?
Oh my God, the garage fridge. You get 3 drinks to stock in your drink fridge outside. What are you putting in there?
Diet Coke.
Okay.
Water.
Water is a stupid choice. God, is it a
no,
stupid
it's not.
choice? Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Your fridge has water in it.
My fancy fridge?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have a fancy fridge and you have a beat up old drink fridge
okay,
in the garage.
Okay, old drink fridge in the garage has Diet Coke.
Okay.
Diet Coke, I guess White Claw and Bud Light.
Okay. All right.
Right?
I guess.
What do you pick?
I picked Diet Coke.
Okay.
Bud Light.
Okay.
Mini Gatorades.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Mini Gatorades.
Mini Gatorades.
That's good. Maybe I don't pick White Claw. Maybe I go Capri Suns.
Ooh. I actually today I was playing a game of what drink you would pick that you think could heal you. Like actually heal you.
Like spiritually?
Yeah.
Like I take a sip of it and I go,
because I had mine pretty quickly.
Okay. What did you pick?
High C Orange from McDonald's.
Ooh. Yeah, that is a good one. I'm going to go pink lemonade from Duchess.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Duchess is a chain fast food place I'm hoping still exists.
I don't know.
In Connecticut. The grilled cheeses, bussin'. French fries, just okay. Pink lemonade, straight fire.
Straight fire.
Yeah.
I was just talking about Bill's the other day.
Bill's is a drive-in diner in Monroe, Connecticut.
They have the best grilled cheese.
Best grilled cheese, great mozzarella sticks. They had it back in the day. It was still one of those boards where it's almost like you take the letters and you put them up and you like drag them across until you're making a menu, that type of thing. Oh, it was so good.
You
Old
look at a
seats.
restaurant like that and you go, this is what it was all supposed to be like.
This is what it was all supposed
We
to be
didn't
like.
want the gastropubs.
We should have stopped.
And it was the perfect summer spot.
Yes.
Because you go to the pool, and then on the way back, you stop, you get lunch, or you stop, you get a snack, whatever. Those were the frickin' days, man.
They were the freaking days.
Now we're over here with street cleaning.
No kidding. No, the summer vibes are so down. That's the thing. The thing is that California is nice all the time. So there's no use for summer.
This is what I was going to talk about. In a time where summer is on its way, everyone I know, the vibes are down.
The vibes are so down.
Everyone I know is struggling.
Yes.
In some type of facet.
Vibes are so down. They haven't been down this bad since the recession of, what was it, 2009?
2009 or 2008, I think.
Yeah.
The housing crisis, you mean?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the vibes weren't this bad even during COVID, because you're like, all right, this is kind of exciting in its fucked up way.
I'll say it. It's this guy who's back. This guy who's back is bringing the vibes down.
Yeah, he's an evil guy.
Yeah.
I was hosting this showcase tonight, and I even up there, this guy did like a Trump impression, whatever, and like he was doing a bunch of like presidential impressions. And sure, he was definitely good at the impressions, whatever, but the audience was kind of tight, because I think everyone's just like, we fucking hate Trump. Like, we're exhausted by this. Like, it's not even fun anymore. And no really fault to him. Like, he was great at it. But it's like, people are so tired of him, either real or fake. And so I went up there and I was like, I openly hate that guy. I hate that guy. I go, I'm just letting all of you know. Yeah. Because I'm like, at this point, like, I don't want anyone to get confused. Of course, between the next comics, I go back up and I was like, I would like to retract my previous statement. We are all one nation under God. whatever. And also because, there's a room full of industry. Probably shouldn't have said a few things that I said. Stone cold sober, too. I was letting it fly.
It is a little bit fun to be a little crazy soberly.
I love being crazy.
I love being crazy too. I say things that are totally out of pocket.
I love being out of pocket. I've always been out of pocket though.
Yeah, we've always been that way.
Like I was thinking about this art teacher that we had. I don't think you actually had her, or maybe you did, but we had this assignment where she said, it was 5th grade, and she was like, all right, I need you guys to write a paragraph, find a painting of a tree that you think is amazing, and write a paragraph about the tree and why you think it's amazing. And I essentially submitted a paper that said how useless this project was and how it had nothing to do with actual art.
Wow.
5th grade.
Wow.
Okay. So I say this, and she comes over to me and she goes, this is actually really hurtful. And you know what I looked at her and I said?
Huh.
I know. I know it's hurtful. That's why I wrote it down. So maybe you could take some constructive criticism and remove this assignment. I'm fully aware that this is disrespectful. And I do not respect you. I am 11 and you're an idiot. And I didn't even care. She was so sad. She got absolutely bodied by an 11-year-old.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well, yeah, especially because it wasn't like oh, I'm sorry, I hurt your feelings, or, well, the assignment's stupid. I'm just literally like, I said what I said.
Right. Did you, when you went to summer, when you, like, at the end of the year.
Yes.
When you were writing in people's yearbooks, were you very genuine in that you, like, didn't write much if you didn't really like somebody? Were you wouldn't sign yearbooks?
I was very genuine, I think.
I don't think I ever wrote hags.
No, corny. Hags, hack ass.
Hack ass.
Have a kick-ass summer.
Have a kick-ass summer. You
just want to swear and whatever. That's fine. Hags, have a great summer. Maybe I wrote hags to
I might have written hags a little bit. Have a great summer.
I don't think I ever did, because I wanted people to be like, I'm going to remember this.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, because now I can't remember one fucking thing I wrote. So here I am going, they're going to remember what I said. I don't even remember what I said. We look back. Everything that I've written in a yearbook is, help me, please, help me. Help me. I need to be institutionalized. Please, somebody call somebody.
I don't think there was anybody who I ever said, no, I won't sign your... Could you imagine saying to somebody, will you sign my yearbook? And they'll say no.
This is part of the reason why I'm terrified of having children, is because I swear to God...
Oh, if my child...
I will fight everybody. I've been seeing a lot of things lately about how, like, fighting is not okay and whatever. I disagree.
I disagree entirely.
I disagree.
I think fighting is fine.
If we're both moms and your kid is rude to my kid and I smack the shit out of you, so be it. I was telling somebody this the other day. I go, if I smack the shit out of somebody, I don't have HR.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to jail, maybe.
Violence,
maybe I go to jail, but...
Violence is not the answer...
To everything.
To everything. And violence is not the answer if we're being dramatic. But if we're not being dramatic, sometimes violence is the answer. So I'll hit you. I will hit you. No problem.
Every living species hits each other. I watch these documentaries. Lions hitting each other. Everybody's hitting each other.
And all of a sudden, we're supposed to keep our hands to ourselves unless it's love? Oriented?
No.
We don't even... Here's the thing, okay? Maybe you should start hitting people so that you don't go to bed with a random man and depend on being choked, okay? Maybe you need some violence in your day-to-day.
What? Hold on. Are you saying that you need to go out and hit people so then that way you're not like this submissive whatever in bed? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm
saying is maybe add violence where the violence is supposed to be instead of taking it to the bedroom and being like, this is how we show love to each other. Now you're all fucked up because you're not hitting people where you're supposed to be hitting people. It's insane.
This isn't kink shaming. We're diving into the psyche here. You see what I'm saying?
It's insane. We've made it normal that you can be fucking somebody and it's like, yeah, go ahead and smack me across. That's fine. But somebody calls me a slut and I'm not supposed to hit them? Be so for real.
Well, and also...
No one's calling me a slut, but if they did, I'd hit them.
I'd smack them across the face.
And not in the bedroom. I'm saying out in public.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been hitting people.
This is a great point. My point is great.
Of course it's great. Everything you say is great.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome. I think that the yearbook as a whole, has the biggest amount of sluts. No, I'm kidding. I think the yearbook as a whole, I understand doing pictures of everybody. Must we have this 80-page anthology?
No.
Of what happened throughout the year.
Not necessary.
I don't need a picture of 9/11 in my yearbook. I remember it. I never forgot. They won't let me forget.
They won't let you forget. It's you know what's interesting is that they say never forget to 9/11, but there's also so many other things that we really should not be forgetting about.
Yeah, like the Oklahoma bombing.
Or like the Holocaust.
Yeah. I agree.
You should not be forgetting these things. There's more than one thing to not forget.
I think that...
Your keys.
Yeah, I think the never forget was to incite a vendetta amongst the American
to be
people.
Like, never forget what they did.
Forget what they did. And it's like, well, okay. Like, yeah, they shouldn't have done that, obviously. But like,
and it's very weird that like we never forget what they did to us in that regard. But in regards to every mass shooter that's within the country, they're like, okay, but like kick that to the side.
It kicks out to the side. He only got 3.
Don't bring that up again. You weird ass bitches.
No, it is crazy. The amount of shootings are so bad in this country that we don't even.
Not the checking your nails while you say that.
They are though. They are.
Horrible.
They're so bad that if your kill shots not even
above.
One more
Bud Light. Hold on. It's hot.
It's true though. If you don't kill enough people, if you don't kill like more than 5 or 6, you barely even make the news anymore. Because we got motherfuckers out here killing 75 at a time.
It's true.
So it's like, that's why when mass shooters, they go out on a rampage or whatever to these schools and stuff, and they only shoot 2 kids, and they just then Christ, they're just injured or whatever. I mean, not only are you a mass shooter, you're a fucking failure, idiot.
Yeah. What? Here's the other thing too, is that nowadays I'd be so fucking pissed if I died in a mass shooting because there's too many. Now I'm not notable at all. I'm really not. It's sad. It's horrible, but it's true. There's too many.
Yeah, it's just like when, I mean, people pass away in car accidents all the time. Whereas before, if you were in a car accident, front page news.
When is this?
What do you mean?
Back
like in the fucking like 1950s or whatever.
Away from
no, but you know what I'm saying. Like before they had these huge ass highways and these huge whatever. It was like if you got in a car accident in town, you were on the front page news.
And if you got in a car accident during the summer,
you better hope your AC still works after you get your car fixed. Fuck.
Oh my god! Sometimes I'll say if somebody says sorry my AC doesn't work, I'm like it's fine, and then I'll be in the car like, you
wasn't kidding. Shit really don't work. Fuck.
How long have we been going for?
32.
Oh really?
Yeah. Why?
We're a little all over the place.
We are a little all over the place. We were kind of loose with it. We said summer and then
we didn't really. You like hot dogs?
Yeah, but I have a I have a Bacawk, Marry, Kill. Okay. And these are movies that have summer as like a main section. Okay. The Sandlot.
Okay.
Good Burger. Aquamarine.
Kill Aquamarine.
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't even know if it takes place during the summer. Let me switch it out with another one.
Okay.
Holiday in the Sun.
Kill Holiday in the Sun.
I can't believe this. I'm killing Holiday in the Sun.
I'm marrying Good Burger.
Same.
No, I'm not.
Really?
Because the premise of Good Burger, only a certain amount of it has to do with the fact that it's during the summer. But the Sandlot is like they have the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It's really like they have the carnival. Like
you're right.
I'm marrying Sandlot.
Yeah. You're right.
And it's like it's so interesting. I was just thinking about this. I was talking to our parents about this. They brought up the fact that they moved us to Connecticut partly to be with our cousins. And we have 3 first cousins, all boys, and they grew up. They're around the same age as us, a little bit older, but I can't believe how good of a childhood we had with them.
Oh, I know it. I know it to be true.
I can't believe it.
We're the luckiest.
I mean, it was like picture book.
Oh,
like, it was just so incredible.
It was incredible all getting to be together like that. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. And it wasn't as though it was one of those things where it was like, let's move them closer to the cousins, and then we only see them like once or twice a year.
We saw them all the time.
We saw them all the time. We were always with our cousins. Our cousins were borderline. Kelly and I weren't, super... we didn't want to hang out with our friends even. Like, we much rather hang out with our cousins.
Our cousins are cool. They're cool guys.
Cool.
They were all boys older than us, and we're like, these guys are sick. To me, our cousins were rocket power. I was like, this is rocket power. They're the coolest. Like, whatever. It was just, we were very, very lucky.
We would go on like vacations with them sometimes, and it was just the best.
Yeah.
It was the best. We got so unbelievably lucky.
I know.
And, you can't.
Well, and that's how, like, Bruce's nieces and nephews, soon to be mine, crazy. Bruce's nieces and nephews, like, the fact that they all get to be around each other all of the time. Like, I mean, sleepovers nonstop. Like, just everybody is together. It's so sweet and cute.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, this is exactly, like, that's why the suburbs kind of rule to me. Because I'm like, you all can be very close by. And,
the suburbs rock if you can live in them and you can afford to live in them, like,
and have a family. And
oh my god,
and that's the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Let's fucking go. Yeah. But I mean, if you're not gonna do that, then you don't want to live there as like just a married couple.
No.
That's boring.
But it's just crazy. It's like, and summer is so much more special in my opinion in like a more rural place.
Yeah.
Where you're really getting to enjoy the nature of
Yeah.
it all. And the beach is wonderful. It's great. But like when you're, when you have like a garden during the summer. Oh my God.
Little peas,
And you're
cucumbers.
doing s'mores, and you actually have like a backyard to have like a fire pit in.
Make some noise for sparklers, huh?
Make some fucking noise for them.
How about sidewalk chalk? Shut the fuck.
Shut the. Kelly and I used to do
Foursquare.
Have you guys played Foursquare? It's king, queen, jack, ace, and you play with a giant. We used to get a giant ball. The giant ball
From Walmart, yeah.
From Walmart. You could get the giant ball from Walmart, and it was a thick boy.
They're not making balls like this anymore.
No, they're really not. I don't know if they are.
I don't know if they are. I haven't bought one recently.
But Foursquare, you basically like the ball has to stay within the squares. You move your way up to ace, and it was like
It was so fun. I mean, we played it relentlessly.
And all you had to do was have a stick of chalk, and you draw it in the driveway, and then you would play.
And then you play. You just describe something like Mom described something.
And then you play the game. It was the best.
It was the best. I know.
This has gotten so sentimental. I'm sorry.
I know. No, it's just like
as a kid is like
unmatched.
School's out for summer.
Worst part of summer. Here we go. The reading done. I thought we got a break.
Yeah, I thought this was summer.
And guess what, idiots? I'm not touching that book until 3 days before I have to.
Yeah, you thought I was just gonna like pick it up and read 10 pages a day. Joke's on you. I'm an idiot. I'm waiting until the last 3 days, and I'm maybe taking in 0.25 of whatever was said in it.
If this is gonna suck, let's hammer it home.
Yeah.
Okay? That's why, like, I used to, as a kid, I'd run up the stairs.
Oh my gosh. Run up the stairs. We had a basement.
You ever do that, like, kick off the couple of stairs in the basement? That's a fun one. Where you jump like two stairs and you hold onto the railing and you land on the landing. Yeah.
But if the lights were off, I'm crawling up that motherfucker.
I'm crawling up that. No one's coming after me. Let me tell you something. I know. That basement was so funny too, because it was like there was like an area for a gym, and then we had our bean bags, and we had whatever. And remember when they found mice in the thing above it, and then you could hear them.
Yeah.
You could hear them going through. What a fun house.
Yeah.
That was a fun
we
house.
Really lucked out. It will never be confusing to me how grateful Kelly and I are supposed to be.
Yeah.
I will never be confused about how we grew up and how lucky we were.
Yeah. I think a lot of people now, because like everyone is so, doesn't want to come off as, I don't know, whatever. Like people are very like, woe is me. Like, oh, well, I didn't have much. I didn't have, whatever. And that's totally fair if it's true and whatever. But I think that like if you did have a good childhood, not that many people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Like it almost like feels like I'm very grateful for it, but it feels weird to talk about it, especially if the people you're talking to did not.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and what's interesting, I mean, it is fascinating too, because Kelly and I grew up in a town where most people had a kind of decent
family situation. I mean, there were people that didn't, but like everyone knew who it was.
Yeah.
Like it was just small enough town. Everyone knew everyone's business. Like you knew what was going on. So yeah, that is true.
I mean, yeah.
But Man, nothing like going up and down that cul-de-sac during the summer on our bikes and whatever.
I know.
My goodness.
I know.
Look at us.
Really special.
Really, really special.
Summer.
This has turned so sappy.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
Which is crazy because we did take a turn from death.
Right. You never know what's coming next.
The duality of woman.
Okay. You're going to a ice cream truck. What are
Okay.
you getting?
Ice cream sandwich. Not even a question in my mind. I'm not even thinking of the menu. I'm not even looking at the menu. I know exactly what I want. It's an ice cream sandwich. Don't you dare.
Love an ice cream sandwich.
Excuse me. Don't you dare give me any of those cartoon bullshit characters. You know that it doesn't look like that.
It looks insane. I actually got one in 2021.
Yeah.
In Vancouver, Washington.
Yep.
I got a SpongeBob one. And when I unraveled it, I almost peed my pants. I was laughing so hard at what this fucking thing looked like. It looked insane. And it doesn't taste good.
If the ice cream was not on the truck in the 60s or the 70s, I do not want it. Mm-hmm. It has to be a classic from an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Just like if he's not a pedophile, I say, get on out of here. You're not doing your staple job, buddy. I'm tired of these frauds. Oh, you want to be an ice cream truck. Oh, that's like being like, I'm going to be you want to be an ice cream truck driver and you're not a pedophile? Wrong. That's not how that works. Oh, you want to be a milkman and you're not going to fuck my wife? That's not how that works. You have rules. There are roles to things. Have you heard that stereotype before, that the milkman will fuck your wife?
I have, but it's a stereotype, not an objective of the role.
Right. You don't want to aim for that. But if I found out that you were a milkman and you weren't fucking my wife, I'd be like, now I have to fuck my wife? I hate my wife.
And you're the guy who brings the milk.
And you're the guy that brings the milk. You're here every week. Would you just go in there and fuck my wife?
It's a little moth.
Oh, I hit it. Mothman.
Oh my God, no. Not the Mothman prophecies. Do you know about this one? The Mothman Prophecies was a DVD that was in the back of Hannah Gonzalez's parents' car. And I found it when I was about 9 years old. And I looked at the back and it said, if you see the Mothman in your sleep, he will then come the next day and kill you. And then I thought about it day in and day out for about 3 years.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Is we hung out with probably the most diverse group of girls.
We really did.
But I never thought,
No,
when I tell you I never thought anything of it.
Never thought anything of it.
We had an Indian girl. We had...
Indian?
Yeah.
Who?
Jillian?
Oh, yeah. Jillian Olawalia.
Yeah, we had Filipino.
Yeah.
And we had... were they...
Hispanic.
Hispanic. But I'm trying to figure out if we ever knew. We didn't... None of this ever mattered.
Wong.
Rianne Wong. Well, you were better friends with her than I was.
But still. You and I... Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't even think anything of it.
We love the Italians.
Love the Italians.
Hilarious.
You know, the whites who aren't white because they want to be Italian.
No, we really did.
We kept it interesting.
That's the thing about diversity.
You don't want to keep it interesting? That's what blows my mind, is when people are like, oh, I want all the same stuff. Like, you're not bored by this?
You're not bored by this?
This is America, the fucking melting pot of the world.
I love the melting pot. I love going to fondue.
I do love fondue. It does suck that in the summer here, there are certain things that we can't do in the kitchen because it gets so freaking hot.
I know. I baked bagels yesterday and I was like, sorry to everybody because I know this is...
The floor is hot.
The floor is
The floor is lava. Alrighty, I think we have done our damage here today.
Listen,
This was chaotic.
this was chaotic. I think next week we're going to do a little more structure.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we had to come back.
We had to come back. We had to say hi. You know.
You know how it goes.
So thank you for your time.
Thanks for listening. We love you guys.
Yes.
We will be back sooner rather than later.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Anyways, you can follow us at NIGHTCOOP Podcast.
Yes.
You can give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Let us know where you want to see us next for Twinsanity.
Yes. And a couple of things. I have 2 tapings coming out very soon. I have one for the Comedy Store that is going to be on YouTube, and then another one for Don't Tell Comedy. So stay tuned for those. I also am going to be in the Deep South at the beginning of June. I'll be in Atlanta, Birmingham, and then Houston. Okay? So be sure to get your tickets. You can find them at kellyryancomedy.com. And you can follow me at This Is Kelly Ryan.
And you can, of course, see me on TikTok and on Instagram at I Am Allie Ryan. And
Okay.
we will see you guys next time.
Great.
Okay, bye.